Jim, before we get to talking about AEW's excursion to Australia, I have a list of names that WWE has trademarked. Also, I have pulled up a list of porn star names. I'm wondering if you can guess or figure out which are the porn stars and which are the new NXT, I presume NXT, wrestlers.
Oh, God. Now, are these the classic porn stars, the Desiree Cousteaus, the Lonnie Sanderses, the Sikas?
The ones you would know? No.
The ones I would know, the Kelly Richards?
None of the... this is just women. I have to find some men name too. Men name.
Well, you can't really tell.
Names too.
You have to find some men names. Some men name.
I was going to say, I don't think any of these people...
You can't tell a difference these days in the terms of the nameology.
Well, I don't know how many of these people have actually been on film.
What is a Caden?
Caden?
Caden.
I don't know.
A male or female name?
I think it could be both, technically.
Well,
right?
See, there you go.
All right, well, let me give you a name. Tell me, is this a WWE trademark name or a porn star? Abella Danger.
Abella Danger. That's got to be a porn star.
Why?
Well, because she's probably working for Wicked Video with the last name Danger, doing a fucking subgenre of a fucking fetish line.
Well, you're right. It is a porn star. I don't know if Wicked Video is even still around, but that is a porn star name. Here's another one. Sweetie Fox.
Sweetie Fox, that's got to be a WWE name.
Sweetie Fox is a porn actress.
Oh, God damn it.
Apparently she was in the series. I assume series that says 2021 to 2022. Let's try anal.
She was, is that a question you're asking me or the next?
That's the series
question?
of films.
What?
That's apparently the series of films that Sweetie.
I think, she had that breakthrough role in Rebecca Does Donnybrook Farm.
Jim Hayes Jameson.
Okay, that's got to be a porn star because that's a takeoff of, say it again now?
Hayes Jameson.
Jenna Hayes and Jenna Jameson, right?
I know Jenna Jameson. I don't know Jenna Hayes. That's a porn star?
I think
she's not on my list. She's not on my list here. So.
I've heard that fucking name.
All right. Well, Hayes Jameson will soon be coming to a WWE arena near you in some fashion. They've trademarked the name. Jim, another name? Porn star or future WWE superstar? Mason Holiday.
That's a WWE name. There's nothing sexy about that.
That is indeed a WWE trademark name, Mason, spelled with a Y, M-A-S-Y-N. Mason
well, now,
Holiday.
If you'd have told me that, I would have said porn star. See, you got to be...
The spelling matters, okay.
If you can't partake or transfer or impart is what I'm trying to say, the full weirdness of the spelling of the name, because a lot of porn stars like Y's. They like to put Y's in all the consonants. They like dinner at the Y. They're all over the Y.
Well, Jim, let me ask you another name. What about Draco Knox? And I'll spell it for you. D-R-A-K-O-K-N-O-X.
Could that be? That's got to be a WWE name, and he's going to be like fucking Gunther's ex-general.
You are right. I thought you would have picked porn name for that.
No, that sounds too much like a foreign wrestling menace.
All right, Jim, what about the name Mia Malkova?
Ooh. This could go either way. I could see... I'm sorry, I'm just... that was an unintended pun.
You hear him licking his lips over there. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I just took a sip of Sprite because I'm getting dry. I got to head to wet my whistle there, son. This could go either way because that could be one of these goofy wrestling names, or it could be, a headliner in Italian porn with Malko. Well, or would that be more of a Russian type of sounding name?
Oh,
I'm going to say
Italian.
porn star.
That is indeed a porn star.
Boom! I'm doing pretty good at
It
this.
says here she's an actress, producer, and director. So she's a triple threat. Jim Chantel Monroe.
Oh, that sounds porny. Just right off the bat.
Chantel Monroe.
Yeah, Chantel. Yeah, that's got to be a porn name.
Coming soon to NXT,
Ah,
Chantel Monroe. What about Aria Bennett? Spelled Aria.
like an opera, aria. That sounds like a NXT type of name.
That is indeed an NXT type of name. What about Natasha Nice?
Oh, okay. Now, see, now we're going back to one of those subgenre fetish up the anal protrusion of the door type of thing. That's got to be she's got to be like, with the last name of Nice, she's going to be 6'6" and 200 pounds and all jacked up and carrying a big fucking club.
So what are you saying?
In a porn movie.
In a porn movie, actually, it is a porn star, an actress, writer, and director. It says here she's tiny, 5'2", but extremely cute, busty, and curvaceously brunette. A knockout. She was born in France, but moved to California. She lost her virginity at 17. Why is that in her fucking bio?
That's a job qualification.
Oh.
Can we have the list of her references on that resume?
Braxton Cole, porn star or wrestler. Braxton Cole.
That sounds like another NXT type of, but that's got to be a guy, doesn't it? Braxton? Wasn't there a Braxton? A wrestling Braxton? I'm thinking there was a Tony Braxton, but what about a wrestling Braxton?
I don't know. I have no idea. But that is indeed a wrestler. That is a wrestler. What about Tate Wilder?
Jeez, that sounds more like a fucking insurance adjuster, doesn't it? Hold on. I don't have a coin to flip. I don't have a coin to my name to flip. It's a fucking porn star.
Tate Wilder is a WWE trademark name. What about Blake Blossom?
She's got to be the new star of the DVD series Jugs. I'm saying old Blake Blossom is doing the big bosom line for potentially Vivid or whoever's still in business these days.
Well, again, Blake could be a guy's name too, but you are right. Apparently, it is an actress, director, and producer, star of the 2022 porno film An Honest Man.
That's a turn on the marquee at the adult cinema. What the fuck is a porno movie? An Honest Man.
Yeah, which one of these stands out? I'm going to read you the list of some of the porn names here real quick and the movies they're in. Which one stands out? Blake Blossom, An Honest Man. Brandy Love, The Candidate. Autumn Falls, Drive. Lena Paul, Sleepless Nights. Skylar Vox, Load Lovers 2021. Jim Summer Sorrell, porn star or future WWE superstar.
And by the way, I want to go back to, I'd like to meet Autumn Falls just to shake her hand for coming up with that one. That was bravo, young lady of whatever moral virtue you may possess. What did you just ask me?
Summer Sorrell.
Summer Sorrell.
And I'm not going to say that you should assume anyone's a boy or a girl because we shouldn't make that assumption while playing the game.
Well, I would think that Summer would be a young lady, like, Summer. What was her fucking? There was a Summer in wrestling. There were quite a few Summers in wrestling. Summer sounds like a girl to me. She's got to be an NXT lady.
Well, apparently she will be. These are names. We don't know if any people have actually been applied to any of these names just yet.
Wait a minute. You mean they're just trademarking names before they even see a person to stick it on?
That's right. I think what they do is they tell the wrestlers to come up with some ideas for names, and then they sit down with them and they look over all these shitty names because no one has a gimmick. It's just names that people are concocting or going to AI to come up with. WWE agrees and says, hey, that one you came up with is pretty good. We'll trademark that and we'll own that just in case this works out. And that's how this happens. Trill London. Trill. Trill London.
That's why would that be either of these things? What in the world? NXT.
Once again, you got it. NXT.
Because it's too stupid for porn.
Well, I think have we gone through these?
They have a higher standard now when it comes to tickling your taint and getting the general saluted and everything. All those metaphors.
Osiris Griffin.
That's a porn star.
That's a future NXT star.
I was missing that on purpose.
All right, let's end with this name here. Harley Riggins.
Well, one would assume that they would stay away from Harley in wrestling right now, and because of the reputation of the legendary Mr. Race, as well as the big-bosomed ventriloquist that's currently... So that's got to be a porn star.
Harley Riggins coming soon to NXT or WWE or something.
Oh, Harley Riggins.
So real quick, let me read you the list of names they've trademarked, and we'll end with a question about them. Osiris Griffin, Hayes Jameson, Trill London, Harley Riggins, Summer Sorrell, Jax Presley, Mason Holiday, Draco Knox, Tate Wilder, Braxton Cole, Chantel Monroe, and Aria Bennett. The WWE still in this post-Vince era, we assume, in this post-Vince era, is giving guys in NXT, and again, I'm assuming none of these are indie guys. I'm assuming these are like the people they're finding from scratch and developing.
Yeah.
But they're giving them the stupidest, fakest sounding names. And if any of these people have any sort of legitimate athletic background, which I think is what they're going after, stop changing their names, unless it's just an awful name, unless it's like, Ken Raper.
Even if they do have to change their names, because maybe they don't care that this guy was the champion pole vaulter in the history of fucking Idaho. But don't give him a stupid fucking name that people can't remember, don't register, bland, meaningless, generic in not a John Smith way, but just generic in a way of just gibberish first and last words that sometimes aren't even names. What the fuck? But when you said the post-Vince era, if indeed the Heartbreak Kid, your friend and mine, Cockeye Michaels, is chief cook and bottle washer of NXT, who did he actually learn almost everything from running a wrestling business or booking one? I worded that very unwieldily at the start. Who did he learn all that shit from? The guy he worked for, Vince McMahon. So is that something that he's still applying, or does he not care? Does he not know that people would possibly like a name closer to Ox Baker than fucking, I can't even remember any of those names. That's my point. Or himself. Press Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels up against Boris Vladivostok versus Caden Chance.
Yeah, Braxton Cole and Osiris Griffin.
It
doesn't help.
I have no idea why they do these things, but they're going to change it anyway. And that's what I could not only understand but condone in almost most cases. When a guy went from developmental to the main roster, that they were going to change some element of their name or their gimmick or the whatever the fuck. But that's when developmental was not on national television. When you're on national TV or available, whether it's the third rated show or not, whatever, when you're on national TV and you're on the same network, available to the same audience as the main roster, then by that point, everybody ought to be who they're supposed to fucking be from now on, is what I'm saying to you. Do you hear me what I'm telling you?
I mean, most people don't come up and immediately have a gimmick, but it also stands out that like no one just has like there isn't just, you can't just copy, but there isn't a crusher or a bruiser, like someone who's more known by a nickname than like by some fake sounding name. Like Seth Rollins is a big star, and that's a bullshit name that was like on a list of names and they chose it. And for the rest of his life while he works there, he'll be Seth to people, but he can't use that name anywhere else. And I guess it's better than Tyler Black. At least they think so. They own it. But there's something about these names that just, it sucks.
I really wanted Jack Double Barrel Cannon.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, but they went with Seth Rollins.
Well, there it is, Jim. Wrestler name, trademark name by WWE or porn star. And you may ask yourself, how are we going to come out of this porn star segment? And I think when all is said and done, whether watching an exciting night of grappling or an exciting night of porn, you may just want to take it easy. Maybe you've been overdoing it. You just want to relax a little bit. Maybe you need a good night's sleep. Maybe your body has aches and pains from all this activity. CB Distillery is there for you, and they have a great friend named Jim Cornette to tell you all about it.
Yes, they're right where they always are, but they're there for you. And as a matter of fact, whether you've been watching wrestling or porn or engaging in wrestling or porn, because if you've been watching wrestling or porn, like you said, you need a good night's sleep. If you've been participating in wrestling or porn, you've got that nagging pain after physical exertion and exercise. So we're getting boom, 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 boom. We're getting you on both sides of the street. Whether you're watching or doing, you need CBD. And 90% of people report better sleep with CBD. And that's a whole big deal here. If you're battling daily stress or trying to once again recover from that nagging exercise after you've been the star of Anal Lovers Part 6, then CB Distillery has solutions for you. They've got over 2 million satisfied customers. Coincidentally, that's the same amount of people who have downloaded Anal Lovers 6. And 100% money-back guarantee. You can trust CB Distillery. So just don't be, a lot of people, Brian, they'll go over to their grandmother's house or maybe their mother if they're a little elderly or their parents, and they'll just rifle through their medicine cabinet and just take all these home remedies or home concocted, maybe grandma made something in the bathtub or in the kitchen sink or something, or maybe you're just searching for some type of incredibly potent painkillers, but you need to get out of grandma's medicine cabinet and stop that and go to CB Distillery right now at cbdistillery.com. Brian, I know you've searched many times through, your great-grandmother. She lived to be 124, and you were in her medicine cabinet all the time.
I most certainly was not, and you leave Bubby out of this. But of course, you won't need the medicine cabinet. You won't need very much at all, except CB Distillery to help you right now. Tell them Jim.
As a matter of fact, after you take this stuff, folks, you won't need anything ever again.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That was a misinterpretation of what I just said. But what I am trying to say is...
Your needs will be minimal, folks. And right.
CB Distillery is wonderful and there for you is what I'm trying to say. And, of course, the man to tell you how you can get in touch with the people that are there for you is Jim Cornette.
Yes, that's me. And you can save 20% right now. Oh, take the stuff we're taking, folks. with the promo code JCE.
And that stuff is CB Distillery. Let's just say it.
And CB, just say it, man. Say
it.
Just stop it. Just stop it. And CBDistillery.com. That is CBDistillery.com. The promo code is JCE, and you're going to get 20% off the good stuff, folks. And also, that's the secret knock. And we've just been alerted that this is not available in Idaho, Iowa, or South Dakota. Apparently, the Republicans are taking over slowly but surely. So get it and stockpile it, I guess now is what we're going to say, because you never know.
Well, at least give it a try, ladies and gentlemen. CB Distillery. Once again, we like it. You will like it too. Tell them, Jim.
I'd binge buy if I were you. CBDistillery.com, promo code JCE for 20% off.
That's a heck of a deal. CB Distillery.
I've hurt my side. Oh, golly. You know, my hip, it's cold weather. Why you got my chair run down slow, Brian?
Well, it is cold weather.
I did that one for you and Stacy.